Today we're going to discuss what is user experience design and how can it be applied in sales enablement software. Welcome to another Sales Enablement mini webinar with me, Adrian Hargreaves. Today's guest speaker is Kenneth Close from Florida, who has over 20 years experience in software and web application design and is the Senior User Experience Designer and Product Designer at Florida-based Accent Technologies. Welcome to the webinar, Shane.
Great to be here, Adrian. Thanks. I look forward to the discussion.
Fantastic, Shane. So please tell us a little about your background.
Sure. I've got, like you said, 20 years of experience in software and web application design. I've worked in both startups and large corporate environments, mostly in the banking industry. I also owned my own business for 10 years, a boutique design firm, and I'm really passionate about building great products.
Fantastic. So Shane, I suppose there are two questions. What is user experience design and how can it be applied in sales enablement software?
Sure. So user experience design is a bit of a misnomer. The user is going to have an experience no matter what you do, but we try and put forth good intention to make that experience positive. So user experience refers to a person's emotions and attitudes about using a particular product, system, or a service. Good UX is effortless, it's seamless, and hopefully if it's done right, it's the marriage between the user's goals and the business goals. UX, it employs different methodologies and, to achieve different results. It's not scientific, but it is methodical. We employ different things like design thinking, which is a creative process for problem solving, focusing on the end user. User research, we put together different things like user personas and user journey mapping, basically to empathize with the user. Storyboarding and empathy maps help as well. And we do a lot of user research and testing, and that could be anything from A/B testing to prototyping, and you basically follow this learn, build, and test loop, and you continuously try to improve that product or service based on what you learn. Now, UX design at Accent, Accent has shifted their focus to become a design-centric company, and we want to bring value to the end business and the end user. We're constantly working to refine our product to improve, the ease of use, onboarding, which is a huge hurdle. Feature enhancements, to provide value, and always working to increase the speed and efficiency of our users. We explore new ways to provide customer value through the product design. For example, CRM has low adoption rate. We can work to improve that. For example, here at Accent, we're employing what's called the hooked model, and this is by Nearial, and it's basically a model of that was used in social media and gaming originally, but it basically is something to trigger a response from a user and hopefully bring them in, give them a variable reward, and they get that variable reward and they want to invest more time into it. So you basically get them into the cycle of wanting to go into the CRM. So if we can give them something of value that helps them in their day-to-day and makes them more efficient or more productive in that sales cycle, then we're going to get them to want to use that CRM more often. So we can test those methodologies and hopefully have the expected results that we're looking for.
It's really interesting listening to that, Shane. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Is it possible to summarize what you've just said into a number of takeaways for us, please?
Well, I think the takeaways, I think I would position them a little differently. So never make an assumption about what your sales reps are doing or thinking. What people say and do are very different, and research has shown just that. Every sales enablement solution should start and end with the end user, not just the perceived value of what what the higher ups think. You actually have to get down into the trenches and work with those users. If it isn't working to make reps more efficient or productive, it's probably failing you, and it should be looked at more closely. And just about every process can be iterated to be improved. Another thing is when you're looking for a sales enablement solution, speak with the end user, find out exactly what's going to help them make their job better and easier. And their answers might surprise you, actually. I would also invite your sales enablement solution provider to work with your users, your reps, your marketers, and your sales leaders especially. User test often, find out what's not working, iterate, and move on, so they can consistently prove their product for you, because it has to be a good relationship, with that sales enablement solution provider. And that's going to, ultimately affect your bottom line about how effective your salespeople are with that tool.
Brilliant. Perfect. Thank you so much, Shane. Thank you for sharing your expertise today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Adrian.
Fantastic. And if people want to know more about you, Shane, and Accent Technologies, how can they do that?
Absolutely. You can check us out at accent-technologies.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at Shane Close on LinkedIn, or you can contact me through Twitter at Big Angry Pixel. And that's about it.
Fantastic. Thank you again, Shane, and thank you also to our audience for giving up your time today. We hope you got some really good value out of it. And so until the next Sales Enablement mini webinar, it's bye for now.
Thank you.